And before you ask me why he's limping, because everyone always asks, what do you notice about my cat? I'll give you a minute. Hi, it's freaking cold and I've been snowed in for 2 days. I'm kind of sitting here like, what can I film? Here's what we're gonna do, okay? Have you ever heard of a channel called Exotic Lair? Came up with the idea years and years and years and years ago called Watering My Tarantulas.
No.
So I don't always provide water dishes for all of my tarantulas. I usually will put it in the beginning and then it ends up getting buried, so I replace it, and then it ends up getting buried again, so then I replace it again. And then once they have about like 5 water dishes is when I usually give up and I just resort to regularly misting. The system that I've kind of worked out for myself is that I will periodically replace their water dishes with these, but their primary form of hydration, at least for me, is misting. I just prefer to do the misting. They'll drink off the side. Like, yeah, you have to do it a little bit more regularly, but that's just what I do. I don't know if you can even hear it, but I have a space heater right here. I have my house heat turned like up, and that results in very quickly drying water dishes and enclosures. So it really messes with your overall humidity in the room when you're running a bunch of space heaters or you're turning the heat up really high. It gets really dry, and I can tell that my enclosures dry out so much faster, which can definitely pose an issue for spiders that rely on a little bit more higher humidity, or spiders that need access to water a little bit more often. So I already was planning on giving them new water dishes anyway. But yeah, I get these water dishes from Dollar Tree. They are just disposable like sauce cups. These work great. So let's get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with one of my rose hairs. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. This is a good example of like a disgusting, like, look at that. Like, yeah, she still has water, but we're gonna go ahead and take that. And then here is her fresh new one. So let's go ahead and give her some water. I do like to overfill these. So why I overfill them is so that the water overflows. And so it sinks to the bottom of the enclosure, and then it kind of stays a little bit damper. You know, when you dig in soil, the further down, the damper it gets. I try to imitate that as best I can with misting and overflowing water dishes. Oh, I was gonna see if I could like pick her up or something, but like she doesn't like that idea. All right, so let's do this one next. This is one of my Brachypelma hamoris. I wouldn't bother cleaning this because like, just see how grimy that is. This plastic's just kind of cheap, and I don't think there's a good way to actually get it like clean. So we give them a new one. Sorry, you can't come out. Look how pretty she is though. I'm surprised they haven't kicked any hair. Usually this one is very hair kicky. Not too bad, right? This one we're not even gonna see. This is my other Grammostola porteri, Mavis, and she's like all the way down there in her hide. Unbothered queen. Here's our new water dish and overflow. I think all these ones need new water dishes too. This one is Elvira, and she is booking it to her hide. Her water dish actually isn't that bad, but I could probably wash this one and reuse it though, so I probably will. Okay. Oh, is she gonna go for a drink of water? I don't think she's gonna drink though. Now Salem is not as friendly as Elvira. He's probably going to attack us. Okay. I would not put my fingers in his enclosure ever. You see what I mean? He's just like, yeah. Hold on, buddy. Okay, you know what? You can just hold that down. That's fine. Sorry, bud. You look great, though. Here is one of my Theraphosa species. They're hiding like way down in there, but yeah, as you'll see, they actually do have water, but it's just like ucky. And this is a Theraphosa species, so let's get a little bit of humidity up in this moss as well. Now these guys, these are my Ecampistratus, and they are always in their like burrows underground. They like never come up to drink. I just reuse their water dishes, and I just kind of make sure it gets down there to them because yeah, they don't really come up much. This one though, this is my other Ecampistratus, and where is she? I think she is, oh yeah, we are right down here. So yeah, this one doesn't really come out much. Yeah, this one, we're gonna clean that one. We'll rinse that one out, but And again, overflow it a little, let that sink down to her. This girl, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite tarantulas. I've had her for so long. It's so pretty, but you can't tell probably because this lighting's just not the best. But she is this really pretty blue color with like orange hairs. It's an L. Sazami. This thing I've grown out for so long. There's her water dish. It still has a little bit of water in it, but honestly, normally I would just top this off. So that's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't look too bad, sorry. Let me just overflow it a little bit. So this is a Pamphobedia species. I'm gonna also just kind of give them a little bit of hi. And then now we're gonna do a big, nice, clean water dish. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, check this out, you guys. Mavis, the one who was hiding underground, see, look, she came right up for a drink of water. So just overflowing it, it probably reached her and she was like, oh, where is that coming from? But yeah, this is how tarantulas drink. They lower their mouth parts into the water, and they will use a water dish if you provide them one, or they'll drink off the sides if you missed them. This is my Acanthoscaria geniculata. This is another species that is a little more humidity dependent. So I do try to kind of keep up with their watering, and I do tend to keep a water dish with them at all times, which you can see is right over there. And it looks like we have been putting leaves and mud in it. So delicious. Let's go ahead and fix that. I know you decorated it, but ew. And I regularly like mist her enclosure down too, so I don't even know if a tarantula lives in this one. Listen, you guys are seeing enclosures and spiders that I don't even like show really that much, if at all, because like I never see them. Do I even have anything living in here? I don't know. I just mist it and throw a cricket in once in a while, but yeah, look at this water dish. That's just kind of become decoration at this point. Whose rooster is that? My goodness, what a nuisance. Maybe she'll come out. This is, by the way, my Aphonopelma annex. And last time I saw her, she did have an egg sac, which I believe was a phantom egg sac. She's coming out. Are you thirsty, or are you just like, what is this? All right, girly pop. Well, it's good to know that you're still alive. Sometimes you just have to start assuming after a while. Let's just do her neighbor real quick. This one is my Pamphobedius that sits next to her on that shelf. And this one, she already has water in her dish, and her dish isn't even really dirty, so we're just gonna top that off. Don't worry, this water is gonna sink into the substrate. It's fine. You tell them, Itchy. Let's do Lilith. We haven't seen Lilith in a minute. I absolutely love Lilith. She's one of my favorite tarantulas. Here's her water dish, which is non-functional at this point, of course. And then she resides right under here. Hi, Lilith. But we're not gonna disturb her. We're just gonna give her some water, and I'll just put her dish over here. Just like that. See it sink in, sink to the bottom. Oh, peeking out over here. We're gonna do gumdrop next. But yeah, here is her enclosure, and I'm just gonna take the, like, I think we're done with this, right? I think there's a cat behind me. There is, look who's here. Hi, Barney. He's not allowed in here unless I'm in here, so. High five. What do you think? What do you think? You want to say hi? And before you ask me why he's limping, because everyone always asks, what do you notice about my cat? I'll give you a minute. It's like something's missing here. What could it be that he's missing? Ew, don't drink that. Oh, and we are immediately taking a sip of water as it hits our web. All right. This is a spider I don't think you guys like ever see. You're down here. This is my Nandu tripepi. Gonna water that plant a little though. And there we go. All right, 6 spiders to go. This is a little Aphonopelma utilanum that I like pretty much never really do much with. She barely eats, she barely drinks, and she barely exists. She just chooses really not to participate in any of my videos. We are not gonna totally saturate her enclosure though. This one though, we will get their enclosure pretty wet. And this one I think I'm gonna rehouse soon. This is a Pamphibedius. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, she's drinking. This is Houdini. Houdini has a reputation, okay? Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Yep, that's a glass water dish. Here we go, girl. Oh, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm proud of you. My other vegans, this one like never really comes out. We have a molt and a water dish right here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Hi. She is gorge. Look at her. Oh, all right. This is my Aphonopelma hensi. This is the native species to Missouri, and she doesn't really come out much, so yeah. There we go. Wow, it looks like we only have one left. This is my Aphonopelma samani. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. I'm just noticing this. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. So here's her new one. She looks a little thin. I wonder if I have something I can feed her. I'm kind of snowed in right now, and I did not prepare very well. I do have a couple crickets. Okay, but that is it. We just watered a ton of my tarantulas. Again, this is just how I do it. This is what's worked for me. I pretty much just do regular mistings and then a water dish replacement every once in a while. And yeah, that's really it. That's it today. I'm sorry guys, it's not more of an interesting video, but I'm stuck inside. I hope you guys are all staying warm and safe. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram that I use probably way too much. It's at Tarantula.kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a website, tarantulakat.com. Go check it out. I will see you guys soon. Let's get into the members picks.